Live?
Pick it up later.
Yeah, we're live? All right.
Awesome.
All right, awesome. Hello, everyone. This is Twist Gaming. We're live at PAX Unplugged. I am Josh. We're here with Julie from Greenbrier Games.
Hey.
And Marshall from, I'm going to pronounce the name of your company completely wrong.
Yanaguana Games.
Yanaguana Games.
Yeah, if you put the words yawn, like, oh, I'm tired, and iguana together real fast, Yanaguana.
Yanaguana, okay. And we have Stir Fry 18.
Correct.
Which came in this cool takeout box.
Yeah, it's a takeout box. Comes with a little fortune cookie. And,
and
Wait,
I think...
Wait. Here. We're going to put that there.
So if you're hungry, or if you want to give that to the winner, you can always do that. Or you can just eat it right away.
I think Julie might eat it before we even start.
I think that's fine. It's lunchtime for almost everyone. So.
All right.
So a little bit about how the game works.
Okay, yeah.
It's 18 cards. This is the entire game, right? So we've got these 3 sort of trump cards, if you will. And these are your proteins. That's what we call them.
Switch them around so everyone at home can see them.
So we've got chicken, pork, and shrimp. Chicken can be discarded to draw 2 cards. Pork can be discarded to draw 3 cards. And shrimp can be discarded to draw 4 cards. They've also got combos of different ingredients that work well with them. So the rest of the game is also just right here. We've got 2 green onion, 2 ginger, 3 mushrooms, 3 soy sauce, and 5 noodles.
Okay.
So with noodles, you absolutely must have these to cook. That's the catalyst for a stir fry, right?
Yeah.
Otherwise, you just got vegetables and meat in a bowl. So you must have noodles to cook, and there's only 5 of them in the game. The way the game works is you're trying to draw as many of these ingredients as you can to cook the best stir fry you can each turn.
Okay.
The way you do that is by discarding cards to draw more cards. So we'll each start with 3 cards, but let's say you want to discard the chicken. You discard the chicken by doing this. You say 1 for 2. And that means that you're representing that you're discarding the chicken and picking up 2 cards off the top of the deck. So let's grab some cards here just to demonstrate that. I'd get these 2 cards. While I'm drawing that, you could say taste test. I don't believe you.
Okay.
Flip this card over. In this case, I was telling the truth. So it is chicken. You're going to discard all the cards in your hand.
Ooh.
If you only have 1 card, great. You only drop 1 card. If you have 3, that might hurt a little bit more, right? So alternatively, let's say I did something like this, and I said 1 for 2. And either you didn't believe me or you had the chicken in your hand and you know for a fact that I'm lying. You'd flip it over and say taste test. In this case, my hand's just going to sit like this because I can't cook. I need at least 3 ingredients to cook, and I'm going to have noodles. You'll notice here, I don't even have noodles, so I can't do anything. I'm going to pass turn.
Okay.
You, whoever called my bluff, is going to get an extra card to start your next turn. So you always draw 1 to start, but then that extra card is huge. It's going to allow you to bluff or get more cards and things like that. So there's another way to get more cards. And what that is, you just say 2 for 3. And I'm drawing 3 cards because I'm discarding 2 matching pair.
Okay.
That's a harder one to call, right? Because a lot of these cards match, but it's an easier way for you to bluff because let's say I want to get rid of these 2 things and make sure I keep noodles. Same consequences if you get called. If I'm lying, I'm done and you're going to draw an extra card.
Okay. So you don't draw your cards if I say I do taste test?
I won't get to draw any cards if you catch it. That's right. And then on top of that, my turn's essentially over. If I had 3 cards and I could cook, I would, but then I'd be out of cards. So most of the time your turn's over. So you guys want to play a short game?
Yeah, let's play a short game.
Awesome. Everyone starts with 3 cards, and then remember you draw a card to start your turn. So and then the way I like to say for your first game is remember 2 for 3 is any 2 pair for 3. But instead of remembering what chicken, pork, and shrimp do, just say 1 for 2, 1 for 3, or 1 for 4. That way you don't get caught going chicken for 3, and everybody knows that you lied because you didn't read the card. So, all right. And
we're just trying to make the most points.
Exactly. So if you want me to start, I can kind of show how a turn goes. Let's say I'd start with this, something like this, 2 for 3. And now early on, I can see that you both are heavily invested in your hands, right? You've got 3 cards. You're probably not going to call that. For purpose of demonstration, I was in fact telling the truth just in case. So I'm going to draw my 3 cards. Now I could do a protein. I'd say 1 for 3. And so what I'm representing.
So you can do as many turns as you want.
So I can do 1 of the pair discard and 1 of the protein discard per turn. So now I've done all my discarding. I'll draw these 3. Just for the purposes, I'll show that I was being honest, so as not to gain too much of an advantage. I did design the game. And now I'll cook. And the way you cook is like this. After you're done with all your discarding and drawing, you're going to lay down your ingredients. So you must have noodles.
Okay.
You have a minimum of 3, a maximum of 5 ingredients that you can cook. So you want to get the best score in those numbers that you can. No 2 like ingredients can be in your stir fry. So you can't have double soy sauce or double mushrooms. That's just not what the order is. So I'm going to cook what's known as a poor man's vegetarian stir fry. And that's it. I've got noodles, soy sauce, mushrooms, and green onion.
Yeah, that's yours.
That's mine.
Is that what
You're
you like?
for me.
I am cooking for you. Well, I'm going to score 3, 4, 5. Since I don't have the ginger, I'm not getting the 3, but I do have the green onion, I'll get the 2. So this is 6, 7, 8 points. And eat it. You've got 8 points right there. That's nice.
Okay.
That's so now I take all these cards, shuffle them up real quick, and since I successfully cooked, I draw one for cooking. And the reason that's important is if this was maybe a few less cards, I might know that that pork was in there, and I might be able to get it back right now. So, and now it's your turn.
All right.
Okay, so
I'm gonna say 1 for 2.
So if anyone had the chicken right now, they'd easily be able to flip that over because they're saying they had the chicken.
Yes, it's the chicken. All right.
And then you don't have to do both discards, of course. You can just cook if it benefits you to do so.
All right, so I'm going to cook now. So I got noodles, I got some mushroom, I got some ginger, and I have my chicken still.
Oh, you lied right to our face. So he said he discarded it. He did have it, and he's got it. And that's a great play. That's actually
when you know you have it, so nobody else will
know. Exactly. It seems like you guys play games from time to time.
Every now and then.
Just a little bit.
All right, so I get 1 point for the noodles. I get 3 points for the mushrooms since I cooked it with the chicken.
Exactly.
So that's 4 points. I get 3 points for this, so that's 7. And 9 points.
Exactly.
Sadly, I did not have the green onion, which is what I was going for.
Exactly. And had you had the pork, it would have been a lot more points because the mushrooms and the ginger combo with pork. And stuff. So yeah, but that's still a great first score, 9. And then you shuffle that all up and draw one, meaning you could get that chicken right back in your hands. And then if you bluff chicken next time, I'm sure we'd both call you going, "There's no way you had it twice." Right?
Liar. And then he would.
Yes, of course.
Point.
If I'm calling the bluff, he definitely had it because that's how my luck works in stir fry usually.
All right.
Now it's your turn.
So, if I were to just not do anything and put everything down right now, would I be able to draw a card afterwards?
You would, but you still want to draw this card first because you get it for free. You get a card to start your turn.
Got it.
Yes.
And it may increase your score.
I got a soy sauce at the beginning. I was like, I don't need the soy sauce. I want this green onions, and it didn't come up.
That was still a really, really good play. On your first play, you did something I teach much later, which is the advanced lie with what's in your hand.
Yes.
Lie with what's in your hand.
I know no one has this.
Exactly.
They can't call me on it.
They won't call it. Rather than speculate.
Rather than bluff, because I had a higher hand than both of you, I can just put it down.
Absolutely a great.
So you have mushroom, noodles, ginger, and the shrimp.
And the shrimp, and because so the 9 points of cooked with ginger, so 9, 11, 12, and 14.
14-point cook on your first point.
Without having to
do anything.
It was really lazy of me.
That was pretty good.
I just went home, threw some stuff in the stove, and called it a day.
Here's the thing. Now you put all that back in there and you draw one card. So when you cook a nice huge stir fry, the problem is you have no ingredients in your pantry the next time you start.
So when does the game end?
So it normally will go to 50 points. We've been doing a 30-point demo. Right now, if you guys understand how to play, I'm happy by saying that you just won by cooking an amazing stir fry.
Which means
you can eat the fortune cookie.
I get the fortune cookie.
Now,
we're going to stop now.
There's another variant that we play sometimes, and it's called Bullseye Chef. And you have to score 50 points on the nose to win the game. So there's a rule that you guys didn't hear because it doesn't come up in the demo often. And this actually was developed by players at PAX South. They took the game, played it for a couple hours, came back over and go, hey, we have a variant, because at the bottom of our rules is a thing that says mix your own recipe. Bring us a variant, we'll put you in the rules. They're in those rules now with credit for their Bullseye Chef idea. But what it is you score exactly 50. They read the rules well enough to know that if you have no cards and you call a bluff and the person was genuine, then you lose 5 points. So they would play up to 55 and then try and call bluffs over and over. So nobody would bluff because nobody would not bluff. They would only do genuine discards because if you did bluff, then you'd give that person the 5 points they needed. It made a whole new game, and so it's really, really interesting. But yeah, that variant is another one we like to play a lot, and it makes it to where if you get up to 54 points, then a 6 point is great. But if you get to 57, you can't score 3 points in this game. The lowest score is 4. So it's an interesting new way to play. So let's hear what your fortune is.
Yeah, what's your fortune?
A bargain is not a bargain unless you can use the product.
Well, on that note, stir fry is $10. It's also on our website.
Nice.
And does it come with the cool little?
If you come to a convention, if you get a convention from us, it comes in the box with a fortune cookie.
Okay.
If you get it on our website, it just comes in the box
just a little
by
box.
itself. Absolutely.
All right.
That way we don't bog you down with shipping costs and all that.
Yeah.
But if you're at the con or if you're at an in-person sales deal with us, we always bring the boxes because these are super fun.
Yeah, very fun. Thank you so much, Marshall, for coming on.
Thank you guys for having me. We appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you. TP. TP. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. And we'll be back soon. And this was Stir Fry 18 by
Yanaguana Games.
Yanaguana Games.
Absolutely.
You're gonna. That's
I got the Yanaguana. I got it.
That's the problem. Once you do remember how to say it,
it just took me a second to process it.
Forever. Yeah, it does. It is. It's actually the native name for San Antonio. The native name of the area where our company was founded. So
that's awesome.
And the Yanaguana Gardens is right next to where PAX South is held.
Okay.
Which is where we are always at PAX South. So.
That's awesome.
So nice to hang out with you guys. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you.